Congratulations.
Thank you. It is wonderful to be here. First of all, this building, I love it. And I love the video that you showed earlier, especially with all the students, and especially the students, and listening to all the wonderful awards that are just wonderful, elite, and Creighton is rising because of its athletics as well as its academics.
Well, I need to set the stage. When we were setting up time to talk with Mary Pat, we had to pause between her and Dick's motorcycle rides around California. So that's what we were working around to tell you a little bit of things that keep her active. So Mary Pat, well, let's dive in. You graduated from Creighton in '62 when things were different and different opportunities for women then compared to today. Talk about growing up in Omaha in the 40s and 50s and your experience as a student here at Creighton.
Well, first of all, I have to tell you, I'm not a native of Omaha, although I claim that, but I was born in Minnesota, St. Paul, and my father was transferred several times, and consequently, we eventually came to Omaha, and I finished my high school here at Mercy High School, and then I came to Creighton. But Mary, this is a 1962 graduate, so I think we might have a front row table because of the age of which I am. So anyway.
So,
did you want to talk about the differences?
Yeah, differences.
The differences, yes. Well, let me just say, I graduated in '62. That's 10 years before Title IX ever came out. And in high school, I think we had 1 year of PE, but I can't remember. And in college here at Creighton, we were allowed in the gym because there was a swimming pool in that old gym, and I think they covered that up. And my one semester of PE was swimming. That's it. So I missed a lot of things by not being on a team. I think it's absolutely valuable, and I heartily support what we're doing here.
Yeah. So one thing is you've lived in 12 different cities, and you volunteered all over the place. When you and I spoke, you talked about people and the love of learning as two of your passions. Talk about why you're passionate about these two things.
Well, first of all, I do love people, and because we moved the first 23 years of our marriage, we moved actually 11 times, but into 16 different homes. So we were in some cities twice. But I always felt like with 4 children and being a corporate wife, my husband, worked for a large corporation, I just felt like I needed to be part of the community. And I wanted to be friends. I wanted to find my friendships in interesting places. So that's why I started volunteering.
Well, you've made a huge impact here, and I know so many other places. 2 other things that stood out to me when we spoke was you talked about being in the moment, and you were honest that you said, like, that's something that you've had to work on over the years, that you sometimes said you didn't do it as well as you'd liked. And then you had a life mantra that you have a lot of different places. There is nothing so strong as kindness, joy, and gratitude. Can you talk about both those things, being in the moment and your mantra?
Well, being in the moment, I think a friend of mine who was a mentor, which I think is a wonderful gift that I hope the sports teams and the athletics department provide. My mentor was a very close friend of mine. And I noticed when she was talking to people, she would always look you directly in the eye. And if anyone walked to the sides, she never looked to the sides. And I think concentrating on the person with whom you are visiting with, whether it's your spouse, your child, a dear friend, or someone who's a stranger, I just feel like giving that person your full attention, and you may have to excuse yourself, But at least for those few moments you might have, or many moments, it's really important to concentrate on the person you're speaking with and conversing with. And I know I've missed it a lot of times. It is so hard to do, at least for me. But I know I've missed it with my children. When my mind was in a lot of places, and they came home and it was either a joyous or a sad moment for them. And I just didn't catch the depth of their joy or their sadness. And I regret that. It's a mistake, and consequently, I share that little piece of information with you. The other one was, I do think about this every day. And I'm not so good at this either. But I do think that kindness, three things: kindness, joy, and gratitude. And if you hold those in the back of your mind every day, you will have a happy life and a successful life in whatever you do.
I love that. And you have that around your house in different places, you've said, right? That you put that mantra up and see it regularly.
Yes, we're working on an ancestry chart right now.
That's great.
And it's a big one, and a scripture verse will be on there with all of our relatives.
So people that have talked about you, that have gotten to know you more over getting prepared for this, everyone talks about your kindness and your passion for life. What advice do you have for the student athletes here today, the female student athletes? And then you and your husband, Dick, have been extremely supportive to Creighton athletics, particularly female athletics. Why do you support this cause? Why is supporting, when there's so many great causes out there, why do you support Creighton female athletes?
Well, first, I think we support Creighton and Creighton athletics because we love Creighton. We love the Jesuit values, the challenge of being in the classroom in a Jesuit institution. All of our children, all of our grandchildren have been in Jesuit schools, and we love Creighton, we love the people, we love being here. So this is one of our primary places to put our resources to. And as far as some advice, I'm not sure I'm all that qualified to say, but I think having mentors is very important. I think of my own mentors, those were my parents, some friends, and most especially this guy sitting right here in the front seat, my husband, Dick. But I think you do need mentors. I think you need to stay in touch with your friends, to stay connected to them, but always try and to connect with other people. And I think hard work, hard play is a pretty good example of why we've seen all the wonderful examples of success up here with the Creighton women. And I know they're going to go on and do wonderful things in the future. So congratulations to them, the team, the coaches, and the support staff that's behind Creighton Athletics. I'm just delighted to be here. So thank you for inviting me.
Well, let's give it up. I just want to say on behalf of all of the student athletes here, all of Creighton Athletics, we so appreciate your support, Dick's support. You guys truly have impacted so many lives, our community, and congratulations on receiving this great award.
Thank you very much.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I think you could
Oh, how beautiful. Thank you very much.